Hello and welcome back everybody to another Minecraft video. It's been a couple months now, since July. I went to go, as I said in the previous, hopefully, well, I was traveling, right, but more so I was waiting for everybody caught up, right, for the last two videos, or last videos in this series. Thankfully, most have. So, nice. Anyways, so today we're going to be playing, the tutorial world again. I don't really know what other series I'd be able to make other than that, but, yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll start then. Alright. Oh, wow. Man. Jesus Christ. Alright, well. Alright, what do we have to do here now? Okay, so. Well, I assume it was night that we just went through last time, so. Man, last night was something else. Well, anyways, oops. It's been a while since I played Minecraft last. It actually has been 2 months since I've played Minecraft. Or 3 months, or however long I've been away from this series. But, yeah. Might have forgotten some stuff along the way. Shouldn't be that bad, though. So I'm just gonna take down the American flags, because right now, well, it's nice decoration and all. But I do have other things to put there. Oh, speaking of, hold on, well, I guess I don't need that. Wonder where, okay, so basically, in today's video, we're basically going to be making a map, and, looking around, or basically, taking, in our environments and our surroundings, around the world, so that we can, take inventory, a full inventory of our situation. So, in order to make a map, what you need is, I believe, 9 sugarcane, if I'm correct. Or not 9 sugar. Well, I guess yeah, 9 sugarcane, but you need 9 pieces of paper. But if you have a, I guess if you have a, sorry. I guess wrong version then. Oh. If you can't tell, I've spent most of my Minecraft experience playing Bedrock Edition. I believe that was one of the recipes. But anyways, so basically, there's this recipe called the cartography table. And basically how that's made is you put two paper on top and 4 oak or any planks on the bottom, and boom, you get a cartography table. Now, this is a very, well, it's not necessarily important, however, as from what I've seen just now, you can't really make a map without it, so, as far as any arrangement I've seen, you can't make one, so, there. Unless, wait a second, I need to see how to make a map. Jesus Christ. I'll be back. Well, guys, I might have made a mistake in my judgments. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to have a compass. This is how you make a compass, by the way. 4 iron surrounded by 1 redstone dust, like that. And what a compass does, it doesn't actually point north. What it does is it points to where you first spawned in your world, which is interesting and quite useful information too. So, I guess now I'll though I guess with the cartography table, let's see, there and then there. Oh, I guess not. Okay, well, all right. There, boom, and then there. And that makes an empty map. Now, it starts like this, just standard and regular, right? But just basically a colored piece of paper. Though, what you can do is you can, if you're on computer, or PC or whatever, you can right-click it, and it makes a map. There you can see the little marker there that's turning around in the map. That is actually me right now. And that little brown spot right next to it is the house. So as you can see, it doesn't really have a lot going on in there. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go to sleep real quick. It doesn't actually have a lot going on in for a multitude of reasons. First of all, this is I think this is the first version of the map that you can get. Or the most scaled down version of the map that you have, really. Of course, we just explored all the parts of this map, and it's very small. So, as you can see, very interesting pattern we have in the geography here. We have a lake, and what appears to be another lake, actually, over there. Which, by the looks of it, yes, happens to have a land bridge connecting to sort of land masses. At least, well, that isn't the only connection, but on the map it appears to be. So, oops. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll go back then. So that's basically what a map does. But that's a very, scaled down version. Let's try to make something bigger. Alright, so we have 16 sugarcane. Let's just, 3 pieces of paper. That's good enough. Now, get this map. Yeah, scaling it 1 to 1. Wow, yeah, I don't think that's 1 to 1, but okay. So, guess I'll put it right there then. And, just place 1 paper. If you don't know, if you want to place singular, like, pieces of some item, just right click it, and it'll give you 1. And if you want it multiple places, just drag while holding right click, and I move those around. That's how I do it so quickly in the inventory anyways. So if you put that paper on the bottom and that map on the top, as you can see, it expands out like that, and then you get a map. Which, already, you can still see me, and you can still sort of see the house, but everything, see it's 1 to 2 now, everything inside of the map, the map didn't show, the cartography table didn't really necessarily show it in the correct manner. Instead of having the map in the middle be expanded as if it was in a larger square, it's as if you took so let's say this is the map. This was the first map instead of having, or well, I guess we'll just say this is the first map, right? Instead of having it like this, and then it expands like that in all directions, what it actually does is it makes it go from the first one down and to the side in a sort of 3x3 pattern, which is why you see my house in the bottom left instead of in the center. So this will be a little harder to explore, but still relatively easily. I mean, we've already explored most of this anyways, been through here, so we shouldn't have too much difficulties in mapping this out. Of course, when we get to the larger pieces of this map, we might actually have to do some videos in the future that would include that sort of exploration. And actually, those horses over there would be rather useful in, say, map making, at least in the traveling aspect. So let's just continue around here. I'll cut back to when I'm back at that land bridge. Alright, well here we are, back at the land bridge, and as you've seen, I've only mapped out the rest of this. Now, what you see here isn't fully really representative of what's going on. I didn't walk through, as you saw, it filled out a massive portion of the map instead of just one small bit. But it still filled out a portion of the map, which is pretty useful, at least in telling what different geographies this might have. So you see there's two lakes right here. There's what appears to be another lake or some other water thing, water form on where my marker is pointing to on the bottom, the bottom right, and another little water, I guess a pond over there. As you can see, it splits off like a forest to a plains, and actually, I believe we can now see where the cave is, the really deep one that we went to a couple episodes ago. So yeah, at this scale, in a more localized sort of area, it's actually pretty useful. At least when you have a bunch of different, areas that you need to go to, in a small radius. See, as you can see, I went over, and yeah, here it is. There's the cave. Well, I guess we'll go back then. There really isn't much else to do after that, but yeah. So guess I'll go back then and see. All right. Yeah, this is actually in a very small radius. So we have that, and actually we might want to keep a copy of this. Just to see at least where the cave might be, so we don't get mixed up. Well, I guess we probably want two maps for that now. But yeah. Now, this is level 2 map, which I believe scaled up twice the time now. And as you can see now, you can still sort of see like a little bit of the cave. Not very well, but you can still see a little bit of it. And then as you walk out here, you can see the marker, and it's a lot smaller this time. Now, of course, guess we'll see. Alright, now as you can see, it's a lot larger, much larger, 2 times larger of a scale, at least, than it was last time. Now, since some of the coastline of this map shows that it can be explored, now's a great time, I feel, to use a boat. Now, another thing that you can do with a map is that, well, like with everything in the game, you can put it in your offhand. Well, I guess it doesn't really hold it up all the time, huh? Well, but you can put it in your offhand, which would be pretty useful if you don't want to use any, if you want to hit something when you don't have like a weapon or anything on your hand. But now that is fascinating. So basically what I'm saying is, now this is very, very, very helpful. Hold on, let me just get that real quick. That is fascinating. What is that? A forest fire. Oh wow. Looks like we found ourselves a lava pool. That is gonna be very useful information later. And actually, we won't really need to mark this down in, say, coordinates, because if we just keep it at this size of a map, there won't really be much of a point now, would there be? Alright, well, waking up, this is probably going to be one of our last expeditions that we have here. And actually, we're going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and sail out to the farthest part where this water will be allowed on the map. This is so that I can traverse in all corners of the map and then come into the last point. I'll show you what I mean after I'm done, but, is this, yeah. Alright, so basically, what we're gonna do, is we're gonna break the boat, and then we're going to basically walk to the edge here, or wherever it'll stop, like, rendering in, as in, yeah, like that. And then we're just gonna go in the opposite direction now. Or, well, not the opposite, but you know what I mean. In the, just head off to the right. Yeah, that's another cave there. Well, that'll be interesting, but today I probably don't feel like going to see that. And I just noticed this for some reason. There's another cave there. Man, there's a lot of caves over here. Did I just stumble into Kentucky or something? Where am I? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the frame rate isn't going too hot right now. And from what I've seen anyways in the first one, that amplifies in the software I'm using. So, man, that is... wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go down here because, man, that is... I'm glad I started this episode, because I wouldn't have known about this earlier. But man, just need to get a different angle. That is massive. Wow. And oh wow, is that what I think it is? Yeah, it might be. Oh my god. I think that's diamonds, actually. Now I can try and do something real risky right now. And I don't think it's gonna be the best idea. But we're in broad daylight right now. The diamonds are also in broad daylight right now. And I have a bucket of water. I also have a boat. So I'm gonna go ahead, and there's this trick that you can do, which I hope they didn't remove, and it's basically where uh, if you jump off a boat, and I landed in water anyways, but if you jump off a boat, you essentially mitigate fall damage. You don't take it. Now, okay, now you can only mine now you can only mine diamonds with an iron, diamond, or netherite pickaxe, which I think, and here we have it, diamonds. Let's lure this guy. I guess we just punch him. Oh my. It's a good thing I have that. Well, there. Now, a good thing that you probably want to do is start looking around, digging around that place so that you make sure that the diamond didn't lead out diagonally, which it appeared not to. So, it's a little disappointing, but hey, we got a diamond. We're making some progress. And if you're playing along, I think it's, yeah, no, wrong one. Oops. F3 debug. Okay, perfect. Here's the coordinates for the diamonds. In case you're playing along, which I highly doubt you are. But we just found ourselves our first diamonds. Man, God, and it's all the way down here. I was expecting to find that a lot later. Man. Of course, you can't really see the excitement on my face, but jeez. Man, that was... Oops, okay, well, I saw something I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, it's a skeleton, alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. But... At least we know there are diamonds in these caves. Yeah, see you later, suckers. Alrighty. And I think we're safe now. But, yeah, as you can see, exploration. Actually, this'll... I'll just cut to, I'll actually just cut to when I, fully explore this map, and then I'll say my bit. But, man. That was really much. Well, looks like we found looks like we found a scar on the planet, huh? The disappointing thing is, these used to be a much grander thing to see. As you can see now, it's, as I just said, it was a simple scar. Something that was much greater than it is now, but unfortunately has been tarnished to such an extent that it only goes down but a few meters into the ground. Disappointing, I know. Used to go hundreds of yards down. Now it's reduced to this. This is just disappointing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we found another lava pool. Looks like it's not significant enough for the map to deem as valuable. However, just take out a little section of this, it might actually pop up here in a moment when we leave. Yep, it does. Well, that's one trick if you didn't know about it. Well, we're back home. Now, I may or may not have eaten all of my food. I may be surrounded by monsters, but we made it home. And actually, let me turn down these. I guess I could just switch the off and on. Oh, oops. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just go. Oh, yeah, well, I guess you could do that. If you hold it in both your hand, or I guess if you just hold it with one hand and don't have anything in the offhand, it makes it a lot larger. So, this is what we have in our map right now. We have 3 or 4 lakes. One appears to be some sort of river, but isn't quite. Many of them are indeed just lakes, however. One down there on the bottom, the middle bottom, appears to be some sort of river or some sort of lake. If it is a river, it is rather large, considering for scale, the one right above it appears to be quite slim. I can identify 3 caves, and then 1 ravine, which is more sort of, as I said, just a scar on the planet. Now let's see, 3 or 4 caves that I can see right now, 2 lava pools, and it appears that the geography of this location seems to be primarily driven by the water, with a lot of the trees surrounding, close to the lakes. However, trees have not begun to propagate around the middle sort of, or I guess the right middle section of the plains. Kind of cuts off in sort of almost straight line. Which is very interesting, I must say myself. That appears a lot, as far as I can see, that's about all I can gather from this map. Though, it is very interesting, I must say. Also, if we ever need that lava, hey, it's right there. But, oh, oops. One of the better things I guess I'll just go to sleep then. One of the best things I can take away from this, or from, I guess one thing all of us can take away from this, is, think about this, right? Minecraft is often a game of risk versus reward. Now, exploration, you could say, isn't necessarily risky in of itself all the time, but in this situation, when I went down that cave, I got a reward. A diamond. And a reward in which I do not see as very lousy. So, oh, and there's one more thing you can do. With this map, I'm gonna quickly make a item frame, which hopefully you just saw how to make. I'm just gonna place that down, and what you can do with item frames is you can place different things like that, and actually that's a little funny. In a way. Hold on. I should actually probably place one of those. Hold on. Let's see. Like a banner inside one of those item frames. That'll look real funny. No, not as good as the white shield. Or the shield. It says that it was white shield. Whatever, weird. But anyways. So, basically, as you can see, you can place different things. You can tilt them, if you rotate them with the right click. You can take them out with left, place them with right. Now, one thing that's special with maps is that when you place them in, the map shows. It doesn't just show like a blank image of what it does in the inventory. It shows the actual map. And this is very useful because you can actually connect different maps around if you're an actually skilled cartographer in this game. Map maker, very interesting. Very interesting by the looks of this. But yeah. So we're just gonna leave that there, and I guess it's also I'm gonna leave today's episode off. With which yeah. Man, it's been quite a while. Well, anyways, I'm expecting to make some more videos in the future. Soon, too. I have a series, multiple series, that I have planned, and actually I've recorded some. I'm gonna read them out to you. Hold on. I have Subnautica, Far Cry 2, and let's see. I'm probably gonna go ahead and continue the Ark series too, one way or another. But yeah, that's basically. Oh yeah, I was able to get a mouse on my trip, so much better ability in that sense. But yeah, well, today's video has been nice. Actually, it's been a fresh breath of air. At least the closest thing besides an actual one to what I've been doing recently. And recording all those. I've actually recorded some, but just something I get to do that I find interesting. Cool. Anyways, I guess I don't want to really bore you anymore. So it's been a nice video. I'll see you in the next one.